glory given to the Most High Yah. It is your brother here, Jehoshaphat Israel. Shouts out to the 9 o'clock prayer warriors, healers, and saints. It's your brother, and I just got a small little story that I want to tell what happened to me last night, fam. All right, it was late. It was like 11 o'clock or so last night, and periodically, I'm just like anybody else. I look at Facebook, just like anybody else. And I don't know why my phone not working. Hold on. I did this message earlier too because I had my brother, I had my brother on the phone and he was confirming every single thing that I said to be the truth. Because I know a lot of people wouldn't believe half of the things that I would sit here and say. So it was last night and I was looking on my phone, and why the message is not on Facebook now, I don't know. I don't know, but it was the first one I had on my Facebook list. A woman tried to contact me last night. Now this woman, she used to be abusing me as a child. She did some really horrible, graphic things to me as a child. I was so terrified of this woman because she told me, she said, I was only like maybe 9 or 10 at the time, or I was 6 years old when I met the woman though. But she was my stepmother. And she told me, she told me, she said, nigga, I'll kill you and I'll kill your mama. So I was terrified of the lady. And then she used to beat the shit out of me. I mean, just like you would take somebody that you don't know and you would take them out in the street and you would beat them a half inch away from their life. This was my childhood. This was my childhood of what this woman did to me. So she contacts me on Facebook last night, and she abused all of my siblings' family. She did us very wrong, She beat us like we were animals. She kept us caged up, locked up, didn't want to feed us, all kind of stuff. You can imagine all them stories that you hear about kids that are abused. I was one of them kids, family. And I had to remember when she contacted me last night, I went through a remembrance of my past, of my childhood. And it came to a point in my life to where I had plotted and planned on shooting that woman. I wasn't going to take her life, family. I wasn't going to do it. I was only 7 or 8 years old at the time. But I was planning on shooting her a gang of times, family, all up in her legs and stuff. I'm not going to sit up here and lie to you. Now, I don't even know where to start with this story. It's very hard, and it's very personal, and it's very emotional at the same time, family. So then the day that I had planned to carry out this mission on what I was going to do to this woman for all the years of torturement and abuse that she did to me. You should not have to beat a child to their bloody. You should not have a child so scared of you to where they not even concentrating in school. They're thinking about getting beat when they get home for nothing. You understand that? That's how horrible my childhood was. So one day, my dad, he always had guns around him, family. And I would find his guns. And even though I was 5 and 6 years old, I would load the guns. I would go in the backyard and I would shoot them when my parents wasn't home. But for one day, one day after I took her beating, a couple of those beatings, I planned in my head to shoot her. So the day that I was going to carry out this act, my bigger brother, Jimmy Starks, he seen that gun in my hand, and he knew what I had in my heart, and he seen the hatred in my eyes. And my big brother, he took that gun out my hand, and he physically holded me down for me not to do something. He's holding me back from shooting that lady. I talked to him earlier this morning time. I called my big brother and I told him, I was all like, big bro, thank you for sparing me, because he knows me and he know that anything that I say I will do, I will carry it out. And in my heart and in my mind and in my spirit at that young age, I wanted to hurt that woman for all the years of abuse that she did to me, family. All them years of her going upside my head and beating me like I was a damn dog. She beat me worse than a damn dog, family. I could just sit here and tell you all these graphic stories of things that she did to me. But just imagine beating a child, a 6-year-old, 7-year-old, until they're bloody all in their face, their nose is all bloody, their mouth is all bloody, beat up, from one person that had so much hatred. I was so terrified of this woman when I first met her the first time, and she told me that she would kill me. I took her serious serious off of anything she said. But the sheer audacity of somebody, this lady did me like that when I was a child, and she beat me, family. You know what I'm saying? She beat me like a damn animal, and then she gonna sit up here and try to contact me on Facebook to try to get a hold of my dad. Now, I have forgiveness in my heart, and I forgave that lady for what she did to me as a child. But I sure enough, when I got up this morning time, my brother was the first one that I had on my mind, and I called my big brother, and I thanked him for what he did to me that day, because if he didn't do that, all those stories that you hear about kids that lash out and kill their parents, I would have been one of those people, family. I would have been one of those people if the great gods of the heavens and the earth, if he didn't take it upon himself and use my brother as an instrument of a tool to stop me, family, to silence my anger, because I already had it in my heart. I was tired, family. I was tired of putting up with her being evil and hating me because she don't like my mama. You know these side chicks and these females nowadays, you know what I'm saying? They take in these men's, they take out all this anger and frustration on a child just because they don't even like their other parent. Now, it's sad that I don't have that message on my what you call it today, so I can show you a picture. Here she go right here, family. You know what I'm saying? Here she go right here. You know what I'm saying? I looked at her profile and everything. I forgave this woman a long time ago, family. I did. You know what I'm saying? I put that peace in my heart, and I forgave her for the evilness that she had done to me when I was a child, family. But it doesn't change the fact. Now, I can sit here and I can forgive this woman all day long, family. I can forgive her and I can ask God to bless her. But I do not want to be her friend. I don't want this woman contacting me. And I thank the great God of the heavens and the earth from preventing me from taking her life or doing something malice to her for the abuse that she did to me as a child, family. This lady right here is a monster, family. She beat me and my siblings, you know what I'm saying, until we were damn near nothing, family. So the moral of this story is I'm just grateful, family. I'm grateful that God used my brother as a vessel to stop me from doing something to this woman for her abuse to me as a child, family. And she's a monster. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you, because the things that this woman did to me, I would never wish upon my enemies, and I'll never try to react to any of these things on any person or any child, because nobody deserves that. When I should have been concentrated on going to school and getting my education, I was more terrified of when I got out of work what this woman would do to me for anything. So moral of the story, it's no telling how many times God then prevented me from doing something stupid, and it's no telling how many times have the great God of heaven, Jehovah Yah, has saved my life. And I am grateful, because if I would have did that action, I would have barely got out at 25, 26, and my life the way it is now, it would never be the same, family. I would be a completely different person after spending 10 to 15 years in prison for the action. So I just want my brothers and sisters to be grateful and look back at your past on the things that happened to you. You know what I'm saying? Your Father has always been there. The great God of heaven has always been there for me in my life. And this confirms and this proves it. Peace and blessings to all my brothers and sisters out there in the world. We be back.